My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to the Dimensional Portal here in Monster Train 2, specifically the Echoes of the Void, where we are going to take on the 4 horse people. And lo, they rained hellfire upon heaven's gates. Bannered. Banners no longer give banner units. No banners for us. Fabulous 4. Gain all other champions for your clans. So is that we get Shartail Queen and Hornbreaker Prince and Fel and Talos? They gain a random upgrade each time you use the Lightforge. Yeah, random upgrade. And on-strike steward units are removed from the deck. Also, Pyre of Savagery is going to give permanent plus damage to the units that do the slaying. Oh, cool. We do get a branded warrior. Must I have 2 penitent bloodsuits? I mean, I'm pretty happy to have the 2 fortified pauldrons, at the absolute least. Really good for helping keep frontliners alive. And yes, it does look like we've got a Fel, we've got Hornbreaker, we've got Shartail, and we have Talos. Oh, and we even keep the Queen's Imbling to the base deck, so the Shartail Queen's going to be happy about that. Neat! Show me artifact. Do I want to take a bad one, or do I want a good one? When a friendly unit gains Valor, it will gain 1 additional stacks. Shift. Gain Valor permanently. Although there's also Savior. Advance gains 6 Valor and then gain armor equal to your Valor, so would give us a much more successful frontliner. I do think having a shift ability is going to be really important because we've also got Talos who's got flight. Okay. Yeah, Talos even got on shift, apply melee weakness 1 to enemy units. Shartail Queen got Imp Toss, kill all imp units to deal 20 damage to each enemy. And, oh, interesting, we got the defensive line for Hornbreaker Prince. On Slay, gain armor. On Revenge, gain damage. Neat. I feel like I'm going to want so much movement tech. Like, ascend, descend, all of that. Does feel like Shartail Queen should probably go on the bottom line. Maybe Hornbreaker Prince in front, then Talos Fel second line. Oh, actually, it's Fel Branded Warrior, and then we fly Talos down on the first turn. Queen's Imbling. Kill them all. Perfect. So now the Fallen Champion is going to attack Hornbreaker. Hornbreaker responds by killing the enemy. I can even put a Penitent's Bloodsuit on you because I don't really have any good reason to avoid that. I'll pre-summon a Queen's Imbling for the next turn. And then take out Valor where I can get it. Or Rage would actually give the Hornbreaker Prince enough damage to slay. So the Shartail Queen's also getting damage from every unit that's killing with the Imp Toss ability from slaying. Pretty good. Yeah. By Pauldrons is exactly what we're looking for here. There we go. That'll kill the backliner in time. And it was Hornbreaker Prince that got the Slay there as well. That's also really important because giving him additional damage when he has a Slay trigger, really relevant. Heroic Dive, descend, then advance a friendly unit. Exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 2 times this unit's health and armor. Valor is actually not going to be incredible for us on non-banished units. I mean, it'll amp damage, but the main problem with Valor here is that if I put it on Hornbreaker Prince is going to gain armor itself. So it is like it's a nice little bit of support, but it's not essential, you know? That said, Fell is going to be on the second floor. Having a heroic dive to literally just force Fell down to the bottom line and to the front of it to help defend, huge. Weld Helper is a great imp for us. It's exactly the kind of imp that I would like to make endless. Hint, hint, game. Hint, hint. Banished unit, Merchant of Steel. It's worth noting there's nothing in the banners. That said, modifying our units is still really important. Obviously, Branded Warrior, getting the ability to like attack at quick speed. Because I only really have that and then endless upgrades for Welder Helper. Dualism and quick. Remarkable. What the hell? Oh! That's how this works. I was wondering why the banners were still showing. It's because they still give you cards. They just don't give you banner units. Punk Shredder, enchant with Trample. Yes, please. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of unit that we want here, please. I think Dualism and Rage, both Dualism and quick plus damage on Branded Warrior makes a lot of sense. When you slay, you give 20 damage to all of the units. Titan skin should be okay. Green Zimpling, exploded, and then the Fallen Champion's done. Perfect. How to manage. Yet again, exactly the same. I mean, I'm very lucky that we've been constantly getting exactly the right setup to be able to do that. We've got a just cause where the cause is just. I really want to be able to play additional imps on the bottom line still, but like... Fine. Yeah, happily preload one on the bottom line, take out an enemy backline target, and then just continue focusing on the permanent valor where I can. Yeah, champion units are good. They cost 0 Ember, they're so good. Ascend, then advance. So... not too many situations where I would use that consistently, but I do want movement. I guess I can move my lower lines up to the mid line if I need to, and Seraph Turnus might want us to do that. Sure. I mean, the one of these that I don't otherwise already have access to, the Molting Imp. But the Molting Imp is also going to overlap with Imp Toss, which I already have access to. I'll take it. I'll take it still. So I think I'm incentivized to go to Merchant of Arms to make a Fortified Pauldron deployable for the sake of the Hornbreaker Prince. It's possible I end up merging it with another piece of equipment. In fact, I would love to get another piece of equipment that's relevant to merge it. Interesting. Exiled Diadem isn't particularly huge for anyone. Rage Room? Friendly units gain Rage 2 on Strike and Revenge? It's a lot of Rage we would gain from that. I'll take it. Annoyingly, I do think the Pauldrons being deployable is probably more important. Oh, yeah! This is exactly what I was hoping to see. After I got Branded Warrior with 2 stacks already on it, I want events that give me additional upgrades. Many Lives, Fecundity, and Worthy Sacrifice. So many... Oh, this is actually kind of annoying, because I want to put most of these on Imps, ideally. Like, Worthy Sacrifice on an Imp. Probably Welder Helper. So that I can use it for an energy pump. I almost never need additional energy, though. But the Welder Helper is eventually also hopefully going to get, like, endless, so... It becomes everything I want it to. Of course, there's the option to put 6 Reanimate on the Branded Warrior. The problem is getting the initial Slay on that Branded Warrior. Have a look at our pathing it wants from me. 010. So you want me to go into Merchant of Trinkets. I'm not thrilled about that. Into another Merchant of Trinkets. Yuck. And then Merchant of Arms. I'm fine with the Merchant of Arms. I don't see that being a thing we end up doing, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Talos is going to bait an attack on the top floor. Very useful. Set up our bottom line as such. I think I fly Talos off this turn, though, because I don't need to even let it attack. Gain the additional armor from Welder Helper, ready to explode it next turn in whatsoever way I need. Perfect. I mean, we have the exact fight where Penitent's Bloodsuit is useful. I guess for clarity, clearing sake, sure. I'll burn the Welder Helper, summon Queen Simpling, explode that. Decent amount of Siphon triggers for the enemy, but honestly not enough. I think I shall use Rising Rage. Gets us a bunch of additional moves on this floor. Then... Just Cause? How many additional maneuvers can I have this turn? I just care about the maximum amount of maneuvers. Especially because next turn we are going to slay on that floor. Zingling explodes. Hopefully. Hopefully? Okay, good. We have enough damage to take out the flagellant now. I feel like capacity is absolutely essential. Oh, wow. Oh, I wish I had additional energy this time, but it's not necessary, I guess. Beautiful. Big hits. Second rage room, unfortunate. Spike the Horn for its rage, for its armor. It's fine on some targets, it's garbage on others. Death Metal Imnost. Oh, Fortified Pauldrons on the Branded Warrior would actually be ridiculous, because despite the fact that armor is not a buff, it will be affected by dualism. Doubles the effect of armor and buff and debuff effects. Death Metal Hymnists, like, the additional multi-strike is huge. If I can get it out regularly. And, give me the Spike the Hellhorn, please. Save me. Battle Dancer? Who wants to shift? I mean, honestly, the bottom floor... I do want Hornbreaker slaying, but I also do maybe want Branded Warrior down there. Because then I only have to summon one imp a turn, sack it, that's completely fine. Gives me the ability to put another shift unit on the second floor so that everyone can get ridiculous Valor gain. I mean, it just seems like a reasonable thing to do. Capacity probably goes energy after this. I'm going to try left, right, left because the reanimate, but especially Fecundity, I think, huge hits for us. Fecundity on Welder Helper, probably. I don't know. It really depends on what else I get, but unfortunately I can't get another Merchant of Steel before it. Merchant of Magic. Merchant of Magic has like one good upgrade target in my deck at the moment, the Spike of the Hellhorn. Yuck. I don't like coming here to a Merchant of Trinkets with only enough money to buy one merchant. One trinket, rather. When you whip a unit, Blend Damage Shield 1. And the unit's enter with Rage 3. That's unlikely to be especially useful. Pyrestone Housing, just an additional upgrade slot. That's pretty good. Yeah, actually, I think I take the Pyrestone Housing. So if I go Unchained 3, I can get an additional multi-strike, or Vanguardian applies additional Valor to friendly units on Revenge. I like that, especially because of the double dipping we're doing with Celestial Cascade. Unfortunately, this upgrade is a lot. It's really tough for Fel not to be able to get the additional multi-strike. And I'm not even going to consistently be able to put you in the front line, and even when I do, I'm not even going to consistently be able to get you to take damage. All right. Going all the way Unchained. Oh, okay. 2 of you just took upgrades. Oh, all of you just took upgrades in exactly the same line you're already using. I'm comfortable with that. Celestial Storm offers to take our Celestial Cascade. Ugh. No. Historian's Razor. Unfortunately, I'm about to go right to another Merchant of Trinkets, but I'm not going to have much money for it, so sure. You can give me +6 damage to all of my units right now, and by the end of the run, it'll probably be +4 damage still. Talos can fly backwards on turn 1. River Penitent's Blood Suit. Yeah, Rage Room gave us a lot of damage there. Yeah, I'm gonna pop that Welder Helper. And then I throw Punk Shredder on the top line. I use Heroic Dive to cause a bunch of additional Valor triggers. Move you back to the front. $40 damage to all enemies. Single Queen Zimbling for the top line easily. Here we go. Shards out Queen. That's a turn for you. Fortified Pauldron's Fiamma. All Talos has got to do is fly. Oh, the successful imp tossing. Look, I'm not going to tell you Branded Warrior is super successful right now, but I'm also not going to tell you what matters. perfect. That's as many additional moves as I can get. And Prison Zephyr is interesting until... Oh, Everlasting Light's actually really good. Great piece of equipment for the Branded Warrior. In Prison Zephyr, yeah, you get a lot of advances on that floor. If that floor attacks, if that floor almost never attacks, you're not advancing anywhere. Ooh. Branding Right is huge because it can trigger revenge both from Hornbreaker Prince as well as from Rage Room at the same time as giving armor. But Tiresome Climb, Ascend and Daisy unit by 2 turns. That's really good against flying bosses. Oh, that's going to be really good against Strix and Hallow as well. Is the survivability of the Hornbreaker really at risk? If it can't get its first slay, the answer is yes. I'm taking Branding Right. And now I'm supposed to go right. Yuck. Yuck. I'm gonna get a second copy of the Welder Helper. When a unit gains armor, it gains 4 additional stacks. Sure. And on deployment phase, discard any number of cards and draw that many. I don't really have that many cards in my deployment phase. So I'll take Railhammer, but I think I'll hold on this, keep my money. What about if the Imprisoned Zephyr is opposed by literally nothing? Another deployable Fortified Pauldrons isn't bad. Actually, I really like that because it gives me a lot more ability to keep units safe, which is something I'm otherwise going to struggle a lot with. Right, Malevolent Hunters are hasting, of course. So I'll set up on my top line. It's about as much motion as I could get going. I'll be okay with letting those go north here. I suspect I don't need that branding right. Zephyr's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for here. Got enough armor on the backliner, so now I can gain 5 Valor to all friendly units on every attack. Unfortunately, Rising Rage, because Fel is in the front line, the Fallen Execution would die already. Though I guess I can use it for a single move on the top line there. Oh, I still didn't have a Rage Rune the whole time. It's ultimately just as many moves as I can get on that top line again. Definitely don't need another Imprisoned Zephyr. Deadly Plunge deals damage to the front enemy unit equal to 3 times the friendly unit's health and armor. That'll be pretty big on the Hornbreaker Prince, so it'll help us just pop targets. Inferno, we do have an empty floor at all times. I'm not always going to want to play an Inferno there, though. I do like Inflame. It's just a really good spell. Then I go left here, and that's the event complete. Echo Vault. No, I don't think that's that important. Combining cards. Honestly, I could combine a deployable, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make the other one deployable as well. Okay, hang on. Sorry. This is now a deployable Fortified Pauldrons attached to an Everlasting Light. If I put this on a target that has dualism, they just fly straight to the moon. Pretty sick. Rage Room is also a lot of additional damage if I get it deployed early. Imprisoned Zephyr, the units aren't even there to be attacked by that for a while, so not super relevant. I will re-roll here. Iron Tone. I guess the argument for Iron Tongue is... No, Branded Warrior can't wield it because I already strapped 2 weapons together. Iron Tongue, though, with Everlasting Light attached to the Branded Warrior would have been pretty good. I don't have super consistent sweep. Oh, crap. Ow. Yeah, I don't have super consistent sweep. These Benetton Bloodsuits are so extremely not relevant to this deck. They actually enraged me slightly. Okay. I should be able to handle without it. Oh, more removal. Oh, wow. I think Punk Shredder's probably past its prime, and maybe I can't really use units like that. Let me get rid of a Punk Shredder and a Queen's Impling here. Strix and Hallow. They are Doombringers. I mean, Imprison Zephyr on the second floor on the first turn is about as ridiculous as it gets. Thank heck. We get to grab a Welder Helper, grab all the additional energy from that as well. Play it, destroy it. Oh my god, I get so much melee weakness on that floor that Strix is almost dead. Annoyingly, there's also... Oh, this... I can't play Molting on the bottom line, I gotta play it on this line. It's how I can survive. I had a lot of melee weakness. I think maybe if I rise the Branded Warrior... Yeah, that's literally gonna win the fight. Oh, I can't descend the enemy like that. Damn. Welcome to the Relentless phase. Now that we're already winning down there, we'll go for another shift on the next floor. Okay, that was a really quick Strix and Hallow fight. Said Twin Blade. Multi-strike 1, on strike, lose a damage. Implate's also just 150 damage to a front enemy unit, which is nice, but I do have to admit the multi-strike is significantly more impactful if I have the right target for it. I mean, Hornbreaker Prince, maybe? I kind of just want an Impalate, maybe. No, but if I'm slaying... And it's much easier to slay if I reach that. Okay, yeah. My deployment ember at the moment is 3 that I use, so I'd need another one if I want to also play Cursed Twin Blade deployable, but realistically I can just play it halfway through the fight. I think draw makes a lot of sense here. Here's our many lives and fecundity coming in, so many lives reanimate. Welder Helper, maybe? I could just use it to support a secondary floor. I could also just give Reanimate to Branded Warrior and then Fecundity to... Yeah, let's do that. Reanimate to the Branded Warrior, then Fecundity to Welder Helper. And then I've still got space on Welder Helper to add Endless, which obviously is the ideal. Yeah. I could theoretically go to a Merchant of Magic and merge in a Cursed Twin Blade, but that's not going to be relevant later. Good lord! Hello, Endless. Hello, Endless. Also, speaking of, let's get Dualism on the Battle Dancer. Why not? I will also give you multi-strike. And I do think you starting with a bunch of Valor makes a lot of sense. Hell yeah. Stoich Blakmal. No. Skip these. And we have 75 Valor already, so Unchained gives me the 3rd strike. Oh yeah, okay, everyone just goes straight along their lines, right? So they're not diversifying. At all. It wasn't just luck before. I'm happy to call this confirmation. So Imp Toss 3, now does 60 damage to enemies. Talos is now giving melee weakness 3. And Hornbreaker Prince, realistically, it's just your stat. Line is a lot better now. And you gain a lot more armor. And your stat line's a lot better now. Penetrant Press Zone spawn on each floor is pretty fun because they are going to trigger a lot of revenge triggers for us. So if the Hornbreaker Prince hits it, for instance, it triggers revenge, gain rage 6, and also from the rage room, another rage 2. Pretty fun stuff, if you ask me. Get got. I'm gonna move your silencing unit to the front line. Never mind. It was me who got. I tried to kill it with a silence summon trigger, but it silenced it. How dare you? I mean, I should have still summoned the imp down there. That's my bad. Queen's Impling actually isn't helpful on the bottom line this turn. Realistically, what I want is Curse of Twin Blade. Then... I guess Fortified Pauldrons for the next line? Especially because of the dualism on... Battle Dancer should make you a lot safer. There we go, I get a huge amount of armor out of it. And then, Welder Helper. Sack that Welder Helper. Excuse me. Use your ability, sack, there you go. Welder Helper. I don't even need to sack that one. In fact, I would much prefer to keep the kills going because it's going to give us a lot of rage. Okay, this time, Deafening Herald, I can kill you. This time I can get you. Me. I'm gonna get you. Oh, right, the Welder Helper is endless. I forgot about that. This is ridiculous. Honestly, I'm just going to Deadly Plunge to kill this guy. No silences for me, please. Even if they're not awkward, I still don't want even a single one. Oh, the Fecundity copy also gets... Uh-oh. Oh, no, that one also... Wait. Fecundity is removed from the additional one, but I still get another copy of the additional one. Okay, I'm capable of propagating endless Welder Helpers through my deck at this point, which might just be slightly too many of them. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! I mean, they're really good at giving a bunch of armor to units, but, like, I shouldn't play these because they are endless. I'm just gonna draw them again next turn. Literally guaranteed to. $360 damage by 2 on the Hornbreaker. Hell yeah. Maybe there. Maybe there. As much additional permanent movement as I can get. Oh, that's so much rage. No. Heroic dive. Yeah, I can use it. I'm not thrilled about it. Battering rams also... Like, I need things that I want to play in the middle of the battle, other than just, you know, permanent stat gain from just cause. Minion upgrades? No, there's almost nothing I can do at a minion upgrade store, so it's definitely... Remove, consume, and then -2 cost to something. That's... Spell chain as well. So I can pretty much generate the cost for whatever I really need if I really need something. I don't even really care about my Spike of the Hellhorn, but I do have the ability to generate a huge amount of energy, so it's probably the most impactful thing to hit with the upgrade. Spell Chain, I mean, if I really need Branded Right, then I'll happily use the second one as well. Plus 20 magic power, irrelevant. Holdover. All intrinsic -1, the Branding Right makes it a lot safer for us. Did I even look at the artifacts? No, I didn't. Friendly units gain 3 additional damage on Slay, and Valor gives an additional armor per stack. Absolutely, I'll take both of those and run away. Thank you kindly. In terms of another dupe here, we also have dualism on the Battle Dancer, so a second copy of merged equipment's actually really good. I'd have to avoid playing something though. Probably avoid playing Rage Room in that world. Yeah. Especially given the huge additional value we're getting out of Valor right now. I'm pretty worried about these Rage Wings that are going to come in. Very much need imps. We got an imp. That's huge. Then I do need a Queen's Impling to chump on this second floor as well. An additional Pauldron for one of our least defended units, so at this point that's going to be Talos. And then Branding Right. Thankfully, this Avowed Gladiator is going to hit the Hornbreaker Prince, so I'm only going to take, you know, what, 8 additional damage? Oh, you don't have Melee Weakness 2. I'm so used to you applying Melee Weakness 2, buddy. I'm not used to playing on lower Covenants. My numbers are all wrong. I mean, well to help, but you couldn't have turned up sooner. You couldn't have turned up later. You turned up exactly when the time was right. I mean, Cursed Twin Blade replacement for Hornbreaker Prince is pretty much everything right now. Then Rage Room, there's a bunch of additional rage for you that's really relevant as well, and I'll go for Armor and Shield straight up. And now I will have an imp available every single turn. Although I don't want to keep replaying the Fecundity one if I can avoid it. Molting him. I'm going to Rising Rage you to trigger a bunch of additional moves on this floor. Then I'm going to Just Cause Talos to the front, and then I'm going to move Talos right back to the back. This is for 12 additional melee weakness on you so that I can just start walloping you. Yeah, 1.6 thousand damage there. Yeah, we're pretty much at the point of safety, I think. And with any decent movement tech, this should be the end of the fight. Oh! I mean, there's also just a battering ram to straight up throw thousands of damage at the enemy. And that's enough movement to get us lethal. 9 times melee weakness on the enemy. Allows me to kill him here. Hell yeah. I was gonna heroic die for a kill. GG, buddy. Having all 4 champions for a squad is really enjoyable. Also, the bannered giving you non-banner units is also kind of cool. Obviously, Welder Help is pretty useful in this instance. These pieces of equipment, both of them having increases from artifacts, but they also get applied to units that have dualism. So this actually gives, it's double the base armor, so double 6 plus 4, because it doesn't double the armor from the Railhammer. So this would be 16 armor it gives on deployment. On Resolve, it would give another 16 armor. And on Strike, we apply 5 Valor to friendly units. And we also get an additional armor per stack of Valor. And of course, the Imprisoned Zephyr on the top line, giving us additional melee weakness while that was resolving for a 6-turn boss rush. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets right there. The 4 horsemen have brought the apocalypse. Horse people, actually. Only 4 more challenges needed for our first pickup here. Let's actually quickly go have a look at what that is. But also, just before we do so, what did we unlock? We unlocked Trial by Fire. Blood money must be repaid in kind. Oh. Pyreborn and Hellhorned with Malika's Shifting Pyre, giving us a starting upgrade on cards that we draft. Time for Trials. Trials are always enabled in battles that have them. That's how I play already. Start with Golden Idol, 50% more reward from Trials. Perfect. Paid in Blood, take 4 fire damage when purchasing any merchant option. Okay, I just need to find ways to... Oh dear. I just need to find ways to heal up in the middle of fights. Maybe Payoff could help us in that. Obviously, we'll have to figure that out in the future. For the moment, though, let's very quickly do the final thing that I wanted to do, which is check out what our next unlock is, and that is Dante's Chambers, after 4 more dimensional challenges. But, for the moment, for real this time, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is the series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendation is down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I'd above the thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully you'll all be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.